Oh, yeah, the Reds and the Redbirds renew their rivalry for the first in the Central. And Junior continues that chase for 500. The Reds have played the Pirates, Cubs, and Astros 7 times this season. I mean, they met the Marlins and the Expos 6 times each, but it takes 2.5 months for Cincinnati's schedule to make their first trek to St. Louis, with first place on the line into the division. Junior batting in the second against Chris Carpenter, going down looking. Carpenter was sharp. Junior 0 for 4. Cards up 2-zip in the 7th. Still working on the shutout. Sean Casey finding the gap. Past Jim Edmonds to the wall. Larkin in from first, and it is 2-1. Top of the 8th, Jacob Cruz pinch hitting, taking it down the left field line. That'll score pinch runner Felipe Lopez, tied at 2. 2 batters later. Barry Larkin hitting to the right side to score Jason LaRue. It is 3-2 Reds. Junior may not have hit the big one, but he came up with a big one. Great diving catch, robbing Roger Cedeno. Danny Graves needed just one more out in the 9th. Tony Womack, just a little dribbler to Larkin, and he cannot pick it clean. Marlon Anderson ties it at 3, and in the 10th, Mike Matthews to 1 batter. Albert Pujols, opposite way and gone. Ball game. Reds blow a big one, and they fall 3 games back to the Cards, 4-3. After the game, the Reds reacquire lefty Gabe White, a player to be named later, and cash from the Yankees for minor league pitcher Charlie Manning. Outfielder Austin Kearns scratched from a rehab start from AAA Louisville because of that persistent problem with a sore on the inside of his right thumb. Kearns has been sent to Cincinnati and is going to be re-examined on Saturday by medical director Tim Kremchek.
We're wrapping up a 3-game series here at Busch Stadium in St. Louis, and boy, did the Reds catch the Cardinals at a bad time, because they are red hot. Check out these numbers. They are riding a 6-game winning streak, and how about 18 of their last 23 they have won? They are a season high 14 games over 500. They've won 11 of their last 14 here at Busch Stadium. They've taken 2 straight from the Reds, 2 heartbreakers when you're talking about the Reds. And let's take you back to last night's Countrywide Home Loans highlights. And it started out good for Cincinnati. Ken Griffey Jr. chasing 500. They all stayed in the yard last night, but he did help the team out here with an RBI single in the 3rd. That made it 1-0. They would build a 2-0 lead, but then the Cardinals woke up in the 6th. First, Jim Edmonds, a solo shot that pulled the Cards within 1 run, and then Albert Pujols, 2nd straight game, just crushing the Reds. This one a 3-run home run. The Cardinals took the lead 4-2, and the floodgates opened up in the 8th, in part to this Scott Rowland hit. Adam Dunn, well, he's still looking for that fly ball right there. It was off the wall. 3 runs came in, and that was pretty much all she wrote. The Cardinals rolled on to a 9-2 victory over the Reds. Griffey on the night, 2 for 3, 2 singles and an RBI. Still sitting on $4.99 in the post-game locker room. Dave Miley was talking about Griffey sitting on 500. He's not getting the home runs, but he is contributing otherwise.
You know, he hasn't got that coveted 500th yet, but you know, when he does get some hits, I mean, they're usually, you know, driving in runs for us. So you know, just we need to get a little bit more production out of some other guys, basically.
And it has to do with that 8th inning last night. Jason Isringhausen is the closer for the Cardinals. Now, he had to bat. The Reds walked a batter in front of him to get to him. It was his first hit of the season. It was the right move to make, but unfortunately in baseball, it doesn't pay off sometimes. Here's Sean Casey talking about how big a hit that was.
He has no hits this year, and that's what I'm saying. It seems like things are going their way, and he hits an opposite field liner. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just the way things are going for them, and that's the way things are going for us right now.
That's the way baseball shakes out over a long season. Here's your updated standings in the NL Central. The Cardinals now with a 3-game lead over Chicago, and Cincinnati has fallen 4 games back of the first-place Cardinals, looking to salvage something out of this series.
Of his first 499 home runs, Ken Griffey Jr.'s favorite is a moment he and his dad share. It came back in 1990 when he followed one of his dad's home runs with one of his own, becoming the only father-son combo to go back-to-back. How appropriate then that Jr. waits until Father's Day to reach another milestone. More than 45,000 on hand at Busch Stadium when Jr. stepped up in the 6th. Marty Brenneman had the call on 700 WLW.
The pitch, and a high drive. Hit back into deep right field. Jr. has just knocked the door down to the 500 club. A high drive into the lower deck and right. Number 30 touches them all, and boy, what a Father's Day gift for Senior. The dugout empties as he rounds third, getting the glad hand from Mark Berry. Greeted at home plate by Adam Dunn. Now Jason LaRue, followed by Sean Casey. And each of them will get a piece of Ken Griffey Jr. before he gets back into the dugout, hitting his 500th home run to right field. Leading off this 6th inning, and last but not least, manager Dave Miley. And now Junior running down toward the area where his mom and dad sit, and he is there with his father for a big Father's Day hug. What a scene this is here at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Looking for his youngsters, and Trey, his oldest, comes up. They're all down there, his wife Melissa. What a scene. Junior doffs his helmet to the crowd, and what an ovation they give him here in St. Louis. Great baseball fans in this town, and it was quite a sight. A typical Junior home run, high and deep, and no doubt at all to right field. The 20th member of the 500th home run club. And a congratulations from extended family and close family, and now a big kiss from wife Melissa. And the suspense and the waiting is finally over. Ken Griffey Jr., number 20 in that elite 500 home run club.
Guess it was a fastball. Fastball, and I just guessed that it was fastball. I mean, he threw a couple curveballs, you know, and then threw one chest high, so I figured, you know, he's going to come back in there sooner or later, and just tried to wait for it. And, you know, I finally got one that I could handle and hit it out. You know, all the aches and pains that I had this year were gone for like 2 minutes while I rounded the bases. Like, you know, the first thing I wanted to take care of my teammates and then my family, you know, who've been there through everything, both families, you know. So it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a nice Father's Day present, but, you know, it's an easy way for him to get out and get me something. That's all it is. You know, he used to do that to me on my birthday all the time. He hit one and called me, "Oh, happy birthday, Dad, I hit a home run." Doesn't go like that anymore, you know. He got to get something else now.
He usually gets the same gifts every year. In case people don't know that, that's Old Spice and underwear. He has a drawer full of that, so he'll be getting the same gifts. No, he'll get that.
I really didn't know what to think. I didn't have time to think about anything. I never really even expected it to happen, so I didn't have any plans to do anything, and it didn't seem right, you know, sit there and try to plea bargain with him over his baseball. And it means a lot more to him than me, and so I just gave it back to him.
Junior becomes the 20th player to hit 500 home runs, the 6th youngest ever at the age of 34. He was the fastest to 350, 400, and 450 before injury slowed him down the last 3 seasons. Next up on the list is Eddie Murray at 504. Now, I know every week Harvey implores you to call and vote, but I'm telling you, I need loving too. I want more calls than he gets. With how many home runs will Junior finish his career? Between 550 and 600, 601 to 650, 651 to 700, or with more than 701? Call 345-1212. Register your vote for me. Results coming up later in the show. Now, we didn't forget there was a game today, and the Reds were in desperate need of a win. For the first time since late May, they are in 3rd place, and for the first time all season, Dave Miley's club in jeopardy of dropping 4 games off the division lead. Let's go to Busch Stadium. Reds need a strong start from young Kyung Bong, and they get it. Shows Scott Rowland who's boss, and the Sackett Jr. steps up, looking for number 500. Takes Matt Morris deep, but not deep enough. Jim Edmonds reels it in right in front of the warning track. Bottom 2, Bong, giving Edmonds a free ticket to the observatory. One of his 5 strikeouts. Top of the 4th, bases loaded. Junior up again. He goes deep again, but once again too short for 500. But Ryan Friel comes in on the sac fly. Reds up 1-0. Next up, Adam Dunn singles to left in front of Ray Langford. That placed D'Angelo Jimenez from second. 2-zip Reds. Next up, Jason LaRue. 6 home runs this year, all on the road. Make it 7. As LaRue puts the cap on a 5-run frame. Bong, in the meantime, still on cruise control. Ryan Frill helping out defensively, bobbles the grounder but sticks with it. Bong, a 3-hitter. And then it's Senior looking on for Junior's third at bat in the 6th. And the kid gives Pops a real Father's Day gift, his 500th home run, his 4th career on Dad's Day. Reds lead 6-0. Bong laboring in the 6th, 2-on, 2-out. Former Red Reggie Sanders up, way up. Bong coaxes the pop-up and secures his first win as a Red. Reds take it 6-0. The Brewers are hanging around, just 4.5 out. Astros just 2 games over 500. And the Pirates continue to plummet. They've lost 11 of 14 games in June. Thanks to the more than 300 who called.